What's happening? What's good with you? What's up with this motherfucking internet? Ask away, homies. I gotta get some shit off my chest. Shit just been kind of eating at me, so so I kind of feel like talking. Motherfuckers out here trying to paint Twisted in a fucking weird ass light. A weird ass light. Let me tell you about my weird light and what I dealt with from my perspective of the motherfucker in question. Now, he said the first time that he wanted to leave Brainsick was like on the second tour. See, I wasn't part of the second and the third tour, so I can't speak on what happened on that, but that wasn't the first time that nigga wanted to leave the Brainsick. He wanted to leave the Brainsick after the very first tour, the Brain World Order tour. Facts. He came back, because me and him had got into it on the tour. He came back, deleted me. I don't know who else he deleted. I never asked or anything like that. And deleted me. And then deleted Twisted, I think, too. And started making posts like, I need a manager. Sheesh. You know, because he was feeling himself. Because every time he gets to feeling himself, he gets weirdo. Now, we've been on Brainsick for like 3 days or some shit, right? I mean 3 years or some shit, right? I haven't been friends with that nigga for like 2 of them years. So let me start by saying that nigga don't fuck with me. He never really did since that tour, which he kind of told the story. What he didn't say is it was his turn to drive on the motherfucking tour. This nigga didn't want to drive. I just drove all fucking night. Let me give a shout out to Dickles because he did a whole lot of driving. I wasn't even driving at that time. And niggas should have been doing that and helping him out. Motherfucker put in his work. But by this time in the Brain World Order tour, we had separated. In Indiana, Z, C-Ray, whoever, they all left. We split up. So, you know, this nigga getting funny about driving. He did like 2 hours and was acting like he couldn't do it. I just did like 10, 11 hours, something all night, no sleep. He's sitting at the gas pump like a fucking girl with his knees up and shit. We sat at this gas pump for like a motherfucking hour. And he's talking about motherfuckers weren't about to little nigga me. That nigga was trying to little nigga me. The only motherfucker he ever talked crazy to that whole tour would be Redro or me. So he must have thought like we were like the weaker links or something like that. So anyway, at this gas station, he comes out, we sitting there, I got my headphones on like I'm not fucking driving. I just did my time. He comes out, sits at the gas pump like a little fucking female, comes up to Twisted Insane side of the door, says, hey, I need to holler at you. Takes him like 3 pump rows down, right? Like 3 pump rows down. And I don't know what he's saying, but I'm seeing his hands and all his super gangy mannerisms and shit. And he's looking right at the van where I'm sitting, right? He's looking right at the van where I'm sitting. The windows are tinted so he can't see me, but he's looking right where I'm sitting. Doing his best gangy poses and shit while he talking, right? Doing his best gangy poses and shit. Talking about anybody in it because he had just said something crazy to Redro. But Redro, you know, Redro, he's cool like that. He just, fuck you, nigga. You know, he always play it off no matter what it is. You know, it's just, Redro don't carry that kind of energy where it feels like beef. He just feels like talking shit. I'm sitting in the van. I'm looking out to my right side. Out the window where this nigga's at with the pump because I'm already knowing what's happening. He's doing his best gangy poses and shit, right? He's doing his best whatever, looking at the van at me. And I said, is this nigga talking to me? And Redro's like, nah, fuck that, you know, man, just let it go, you know, whatever, niggas tripping. Because, you know, it's like middle tour, niggas, you know, all the humor's gone. Niggas is being real. It's like some real world shit at this point. Redro's like, nah. So I sat there again. Look to my right. I'm looking out the window. I'm staring right at this nigga. Doing his best mannerisms, his best gangy mannerisms. You know what I mean? And I said, this nigga's talking to me. I hopped up out the motherfucking van and I stood up over the van and I said, are you talking to me? And he said, I'm talking to anybody that's in that van. By the time I got within 5 feet of this nigga, he did ball up his fist, and I looked at his hands. I never balled up my fist once. He balled up his fist like I was like, nigga, you about to, like, what the fuck you gonna do? Nigga, it's supposed to be brain sick, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But he challenged me before I got out the van by what this nigga was saying and his mannerisms before I got out the motherfucking van. Right? I did what I was supposed to do. You want it with me? I ain't no bitch. You want it with me? I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Niggas' hands got to doing this. Nah, you know, he was backpedaling like a motherfucker. He can't. Twisted was there, but you know, he's trying to paint Twisted in a weird light, so niggas ain't. What he said, it was like that. That's how I felt. He didn't want none. I don't think he thought I was about to do that. Now, I'm just saying all this to set up how it was with me and this nigga, because I'm only going to tell what I dealt with this nigga and why I already, by this tour, Brain World Order tour, I already had the nigga's character figured out. I already wasn't fucking with him right then and there. Got up in his motherfucking face, like this close. Niggas doing the backpedaling hand gestures, and I don't remember exactly what he said, because, you know, when I get real mad, I kind of start, like, blacking out. I'm, like, in and out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm mad that motherfuckers I'm feeling like motherfuckers trying to little nigga me, like I'm supposed to keep driving after I just did, like, 10 hours or drove all night or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. I did what I was supposed to do. Nigga can say what he want. He did not want none. Whether it was because it was brain sick or he just wasn't trying to take it there with me, I don't know. But he backpedaled on that. Not me. Now, I'm saying this to set it up. Because out of the 3 years, whatever we've been on brain sick, I haven't been this nigga's friend for like 2. Okay? He deleted me after the Brain World Order tour. Well, let me finish that story. I got his face, whoop-de-womp. I seen what it was. It wasn't about shit. I walked away. It was like, nigga, you driving. He's still acting like a little fucking female about driving. I came around the motherfucking van again because it's dark. We've been here for like an hour and a half at this fucking gas station now. You know what I'm saying? Come around, I ran up on him again because I'm mad. Like, this is really happening. This is really fucking happening. I look back at Twisted, you know, and he just wasn't saying nothing, so he was just letting it go. I ended up saying, like, fuck you. And I was mad because we were like 7 hours away from our destination. Something like that. And I just wanted to get there. I just wanted a regular fucking bed, and I just wanted to, you know what I mean? We've been in a van. Niggas is fucking furious. You understand what I'm saying? All the humor's gone. I drove through Arizona, the state of Arizona in like 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was floating because I was pissed. Now, I made up my mind at this point. I'm not fucking with this nigga. I don't want to go on tour with this nigga. I don't want to do nothing with this nigga. I didn't speak to this motherfucker for like a day or two because we went back to Twisted Insane's house. He ended up breaking the ice by telling me something he saw on Facebook about something my sister posted or something. I don't know. That's how he ended up breaking the ice. Anyway, we ended up going to the post office with fucking Twisted. As soon as Twisted got out, went in the post office, he's like, hey, man, you know, real cool. Hey, man, I apologize, you know, because he's always apologizing. He always says some wild shit and then wants to fucking apologize, okay? He apologized, whatever. I was like, all right, well, hey, you ain't got to apologize to me. Just do your time driving. That's all I want. Just do your time driving. Bet. We didn't have no problems after that. As soon as we got off tour, I'm pretty sure around that time the nigga deleted me. Because that was the time that I think he deleted a few people from the brain. And he was, if you knew what he was talking about in his post, you could tell that he was just like, man, I need a manager. He's trying to do his own thing. That's the first time I seen him try to denounce the brain. Brain World Order tour. Now, I say that to say, God damn, I need motherfuckers. See, that's why I wanted to take, like, fucking questions, because I would have had to write shit down just so I remember what to say and shit, but, or what points I wanted to explain. Because all this business ain't mine to put out there. But some of this is as to how I already knew. So when I heard all this shit, it didn't surprise me, is all I'm saying. So, I didn't go on the other tours. This nigga deleted me probably 2 times. We didn't get back tight after the Brain World Order tour until Brainfest. And the only reason is because he had said something weird on the internet, like told me I was annoying or something. I don't know. I thought we was just playing on some brain shit. I don't know. We ended up connecting at the same airport. So I was like, what's up? What's up with this? Oh, you know, same thing. Oh, you know, it's always cool. It's always cool in person. I've never seen this nigga raise his voice or nothing in fucking person. So we go to the Brain World Order tour, but it's still weird. see, with the Brain World Order Tour, I forgot to say also, he was separating himself. Now, he said, now, I saw the funk. Now, nobody told me this. I'm observing. On the Brain World Order Tour, I'm sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. On the Brain World Order Tour, that nigga was acting funny damn near the whole tour. The whole tour. Go look at the pictures. Like, he wasn't even in half the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know, he was like separating himself. He would eat out and he would sit by himself, just acting real fucking weird. Now, he piss twisted off numerous times on the Brain World Order Tour. He just didn't see it. I don't think he saw it. I don't think that he knew what he was doing, because he was crossing in boundaries and doing shit he just shouldn't have been doing. That motherfucker was just, you know, he was just doing shit he shouldn't have been doing. Period. Period. He wasn't doing something, and he was pissing Twisted off, and and Twisted was already kind of like, but I guess the nigga let it go, whatever. I was like, I'm gonna be civilized. In my head, I'm like, this nigga Ice only give a fuck about Bop and Twisted. You know, he did a song like, Are You Still Down? He didn't even mention my name. Why? Because it's always been weird between us. That's why I don't give a fuck. That's why I've always said something. That's why I've always spoke my mind, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how he feels about me. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga's out here painting Twisted to be something, when this nigga, I guarantee you 96% of the problems this nigga's going through, he brought on himself. He probably just didn't see, because I swear. Me and this nigga had a 2-hour conversation. Let's fast forward. Brain World Order Tour, he was acting weird. Brain Fest, he whatever, but he's still separating himself. He brought his own people. He was in his own room doing his own thing. We didn't really see him. Okay? So, fast forward. I didn't go on the other 2 tours, but now go to his video that he posted. I want to make this point. I'm probably going to jump around. I don't know. But he said that he was in Denny's and he denounced the brain. See, all the Tech 9 shit, like, it all makes sense to me now. It all makes sense if you listen to that nigga's video when he said he denounced the brain at Denny's when he texted his girl and said, I'm through with the brain. But by the end of the tour, he's like, I'm just saying, I was just going to ride it out. But in his mind, he really wasn't riding it out. And in his mind, he was still giving off the energy to niggas that he wasn't fucking with, at least me. And the shit I was seeing, he just wasn't saying it because he didn't want to lose the perks of whatever was coming with the brain, right? Because he hadn't set up his next move yet, right? Right? Facts. He said that. He denounced the brain, but by the end of the tour, he said he's going to keep riding, right? So when he slid over the Tech 9 and it was just supposed to be a collab like all the niggas he fuck would do, it would have been just that, right? But this nigga had other plans. Because he denounced the brain when he said on that motherfucking tour, right? On the last tour they went on. The Fuck 'Em All tour, right? He talking about Twisted didn't get to go on tour with Strange because he posted something on the fucking Facebook. Nigga, you did too. In fact, I saw yours first. And both you niggas deleted your text or whatever after you probably got a text message saying whatever. I saw that. Okay. Now, where am I going now? I just hate I hate this shit. Because I hate when niggas do shit out in public. But I had a 2-hour conversation with this nigga. Okay. It's weird. We in group chat, maybe, I don't know. Mind you, when this shit happened, when he went to Tech, I don't even think I was his friend. I think he had already deleted me probably when he got off that tour and made the conscious decision of what he knew he's going to do. And whenever he starts feeling funky towards the brain, I'm the first nigga to go because it's always been weird between us. You understand? So that's when I know if you were to go back and really look, if you were a real brainiac, I wasn't this nigga's friend pretty much every time he ever did some weird shit. I mean, he do weird shit. You see his own people that he come up with. You can see it. This shit, like, this is me not knowing no inside information, just seeing it. You could just see it. This nigga has problems because, because he has a character flaw himself. We all got flaws, but he does have a character flaw. And you know what he tried to put it to me and tell me what it was? We had a 2-hour conversation. This nigga came up in the group chat was like, and this is, mind you, I hadn't spoke to him. So he talks about Tech 9's like, none of the brain even said anything when he went over and did that, and he ain't spoke to them. I was already deleted. He was already not fucking with me. So why would I praise this nigga for something he did when he already wasn't fucking with me? Who else he deleted? I don't know. I could just speak for me. Okay? Facts. Where was I at? Where was I at? I'm not mad at what the nigga did. I'm not mad if that's what you chose to do. On a business level, you did what you had to do on a business level. Cool. This was a family, and you was just painting a different picture, I guess, when you was over here. Cool. You know, you wanted something more. I, on Brainsick, don't expect Twisted to do anything for me. He gave me enough by being a foundation. You know, when I first came on the Brain, he told me to go be great. He told us all, go be great. Like, go do your thing. You know, what's he supposed to do? He takes us on tour. He takes a pay cut when he takes us on tour. He don't have to take us on tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time he takes somebody on tour with him, he's taking a pay cut out of himself. You understand? So he's like paying us. And he gives us all our money for our fucking albums. He don't take nothing. Nothing. Name another label that does that. You know? Anyway, where was I with the fucking story, man? I didn't want to do this video, but the shit pissed me off, man, because this nigga mentioned my wife. Okay. This nigga mentioned my wife twice. And for what? I don't know. Okay, so all that shit. We got a group chat, right? Twisted already left the group chat because I'm thinking he's already seeing weird shit. He don't really even know who to trust. He leaves the group chat. This is me seeing it. This ain't somebody telling me what it was. This is just me seeing it for myself, right? Because that's what a lot of this was. I be in my own world all the time. He leaves the group chat. I don't know how long. It was just the rest of us in the group chat. ISO one day pops in there and left a fucking 7-paragraph. He talks about me leaving a 7-paragraph. This nigga left a 7-paragraph basically talking shit. Like, if anybody got a fucking problem with me, you know, when he get to feeling himself, because he in the conversation, he puts it on his mental illness. He like he be wilding out and saying shit, and then he puts it on his mental illness and all, you know, I'm sorry, you always want to backpedal. Funny ass nigga, okay? What was I just saying? What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Okay, group chat. He left his whole spiel talking shit, talking crazy, trying to little niggas. Like he be talking about, right? I came back like, you old number one ass twisted insane biting ass nigga. Fucking, go check the fucking track record. Go check the songs. Go check how this nigga's even in his fucking video that he just posted, the nigga even talks like tech now. Like, this just shows you the kind of nigga this is, okay? Sorry, not sorry. Fuck out of here. Nigga, I remember when niggas was all about twisted insane like that, you know? So that's why I don't even trust the game, because I watch how quick niggas can shift and do this, you know? And then you got niggas grouping up that was airing each other out, trying to get on the Brain, sending screenshots, airing each other out, and now these niggas are a crew now. That just shows you what's going on over there. I can't speak for all of them, but just from what I know, I don't even want to say names outside of the nigga I'm talking about. So it's already weird. That just shows you the character. I get it, okay? All right, that makes sense. Sent this wild ass shit, talking crazy, and I snapped. Like, who the fuck you talking to, basically? The first thing this nigga said is, your grandma would be so disappointed. Now I know this nigga's character. So when he said that, I'm like, you a bitch. And I laugh at him. Your wife knows you a bitch. This is what he's saying to me. Your wife knows you a bitch. Huh? That should be fades right there, right? I'm laughing though, because I already know this nigga's a goofy. Okay? So I'm laughing. This is the internet. We on fucking Facebook group chat, right? This nigga hits my phone, talking crazy. I snap. I go the fuck in. I told this nigga everything that I'm basically saying now, I've already said. Anything that I've typed anywhere, I've already said to him. So he calls me on the phone and proceeds to tell me his side of the story, which is the video that y'all got, right? The video that y'all got. He told me some of that story. It was a couple things that he twisted up and made me think Tech say, but it ended up being the tow truck driver. Whatever. Why are you even talking to Tech about some of this shit? Why are you even talking to Tech about brain-sick business and contracts like that if you didn't open the door for it to be like that? Why? Because you already denounced the Brain on the last tour. Right? So you already knew what you was doing. Right? So it all makes sense. I'm not mad at the nigga. Like, I see what you did, and you know, and like I told him on the phone, if that's how it happened to you, well, hey, do what you gotta do. I'm still Brain. This nigga running around saying me and Kazi squashed it. This nigga wanted to tell me his side of the story. I hung up on the nigga the first time. Get the fuck off my phone. He calls me back. Hey, man, you gonna listen? Kazi, you gonna listen? You gonna listen? All right, nigga, what? And then he proceeds to tell me 2.5-hour story. All that shit, right? I'm feeling like he's trying to plant the seed in my brain to get me to go against Twisted. This is what I'm feeling, right? I told him, I said, I got to take everything you say with a grain of salt because we didn't already had our issues. To me, in my head, I've already established your character. You can't be trusted. Period. So I heard what he said, but I got to take it with a grain of salt because I know this nigga's character. Okay? Where was I at now? I've been wanting to say this shit for a long time. I just couldn't gather my thoughts together enough to, but today was the day. What was the last thing I was talking about? I'm not even really seeing what people are saying. I'm just whatever. I'm going to leave this video up. You could go back. If the nigga got a problem with me, he'll be out here in April. I'm here. Like he said, it was like some family shit. This ain't no beef shit to me. Whatever problems he got with somebody else is, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You heard him in the video, Smooth trying to, again, talk himself out the fade, right? Who the fuck has to earn the fade? Somebody challenges you, get it the fuck in, right? But you gotta earn it? What the fuck does that even mean, nigga? Oh, I know what that means, because I know your character. Calls me on the phone. Oh, maybe you could be my therapist. Man, basically, I can't say verbatim what he said, but it was basically on some, I'll be tripping. You know what I'm saying? And he said a lot of that shit that he said in that video, and whether that happened, spit in the face, I don't know. But because I know his character, I can almost guarantee you he had that shit coming. Whatever it was. Whatever happened, I guarantee you that nigga had that shit coming. I can guarantee you that. And you know that by how he goes back and forth with his homies. And you know what I noticed over that time? When he get into it with his homies, he really wasn't fucking with the brain. When he get into it with the brain, he's back with his homies. I've noticed that. I'm not even watching what people are saying, so I don't care what people say. I'm just keeping it 1,000. I don't lie. Ask anybody who really knows me, nigga. I don't lie. I don't have a desire to be the #1 rapper. I want to do production and be behind the scenes. So this is not that. Don't fucking give me that shit. This ain't that. My anxiety and all the shit I'm dealing with, the number, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like sitting in the studio behind the scenes. So, anyway, where was I at? Because what I'm speaking is facts. Now, mind you, I was only on the one tour, Brain World Order tour. But I can only imagine what happened on them other tours. Just based off of what I seen. That time he went with Ritz in the hotel room, I could have went that night. I could have went that night too. But I didn't. I went to go get some fucking sleep because I knew I was driving the next day. Actually, the next day after that Ritz shit, no, I can't even say I knew I was driving. The next day after that Ritz shit was the very next morning was the day in, I think it was Indiana, and that was when we split up. Half the brain left, and then we kept trucking. I think that was that day after that Ritz shit. Anyway, there's a lot of opportunities I could have did, but I didn't. I went back to the fucking hotel because I don't like being anywhere where the fuck I'm not supposed to be at. Period. I don't even know where I was at to even continue the story. I feel like I got a lot of that, him talking crazy in the group chat. Him hit me with a 2-hour conversation trying to tell me the story, making me feel like trying to put me against Twisted or something. And I was like, I bet if Twisted told his side of the story, I bet he would be just as convincing. I know how this shit works. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would have said more in the video, but he's not that kind of dude. So I get it. Niggas trying to make him, paint him out to be jealous and shit. I mean, he gives niggas a hard time and talk shit, but I know a lot of niggas like that. It's not him hating. It's just a motherfucker he's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for a nigga to say that that's what he is, or that it's some type of jealousy, nigga, he took you on tour, us on tour, on his name. On his name. So, I don't know what it is. What he should have did, where he went wrong? What he should have did is he should have denounced the brain like he had in his mind. Because he did it like 3 separate occasions since 2015 or something. Because like I said, the Brain World Order was the first time I saw it happen. And like I say, we've been friends or whatever on Brainsick like, 3 years or something? I haven't been friends with him for like 2 years of that. So, motherfuckers out here trying to paint Twisted, whatever. If you want to rock, I don't give a fuck who you rock with, okay? I don't give a fuck what rapper you like. I don't give a fuck if you like him, if you like me, or whoever the fuck you like. All I'll say to that is, is if we're all in the same room and you walk in, go over that way then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when a motherfucker shows you what kind of character and who they are, you gotta believe him, right? So if he says that he got to do all this for his kids, whatever, that's fine. If that's what he say happened and that's why he did this, that's fine. Because it all made sense to me when he brought up that Denny's and said he texted his girl and said it's a wrap, jumping on the first thing, smoking, whatever. But then by the end of the tour, whatever, he just kind of wrote it out. Redro did the same thing. He just tried to ride it out. Even in his head, he was already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's whole shit. You should have just denounced it. And then if whatever had, you know, like, break up with your bitch before you go fucking sleep with another bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Basically. So, I don't know. I don't know if I covered everything I want to talk about. But that shit was pissing me off. I'm not even high right now. Nothing. I didn't want to smoke. I wanted my brain thinking clear. So when I said this shit, because I lose my train of thought real fucking easy. But what I'm saying is fucking facts. So, what happened on the other tours? I don't know. Really not my business. But I can just go back to the one I was on and just tell you. That nigga, whatever. So, I'm trying to think if I left anything out before I get up off here and go smoke. I don't know. Shit, you got questions? Maybe, you know, maybe to get my brain rolling, whatever. Now we'll take some questions, unless I pick back up in my mind where I left off or something. I don't remember. Don't even trip off Hunter, man. That nigga always talking shit. That nigga Hunter always talking shit. I deleted that nigga a while ago. Nigga like 15. I don't know what you fuck what you talking about. But I'm saying you ain't gotta, don't be looking at fucking Twisted like that, because that ain't true. That nigga did nothing but try to help. And he pays us all our money. You understand what I'm saying? So, good luck to ISO. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I felt like Tech was speaking on some shit and saying it in a weird ass way. Ha 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 ha. We'll see. That's some weird ass shit. And you supposed to be cool with the nigga and hit him up on the phone and shit. And ISO on the fucking internet talking about go send your screenshots. Meanwhile, he's sending screenshots. It all goes back to character, my niggas. So, you know, it's whatever. Let the cards forward. You know, you don't want to fucking like me or like the brain because of a weird ass nigga. Fine. You know, this is like classic music industry 101. This shit happens all the time. So I don't know why niggas is acting like this is, you know. I think Twisted just caught feelings. This is my own personal thing. He caught feelings because he said in his song, he put his focus into this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to blow this nigga up. But I think it goes back to the first tour. This nigga does weird ass shit and be pissing him off and not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just, if a nigga piss me off, you know, or whatever, I speak. I don't have a problem speaking. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, I was probably missing questions. Hunter, man, if you talking shit, get your ass up out of here, man. Nobody care. I don't give a fuck about anybody talking shit. Anybody got a problem with me because I'm speaking my side? Everybody else want to make their fucking videos. So let me speak my side when niggas is over here disrespecting the fucking family that I'm a part of. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I take this shit personal. Yeah. You know, I'm a loyal dude. And I'm riding to this, you know. I don't have the energy to move on or do something else. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't want to be on a 2-week recording block where I got to come in and do my whole album. And I like what I'm doing. No disrespect to anybody. But I'll say that over there, they was saying some weird ass shit and saying it in the comments to fans, weird ass shit, but then be on the phone with niggas. I don't understand that. So that's, you know, I don't want to meet no more rappers. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't want to meet no rappers that I listen to because most of you niggas ain't what you say you are. And that don't have to be street related. Just on the keep it real, say what you mean what you say basis. That's what the keep it real is for me. I write about fucking depression and living in my head and I'm all fucked up. I go to therapy once a week for months. So I talk about that shit because that's what I know. And this nigga ISO, I guess, you know, when we got into it, he was just trying to little nigga me, I guess, because when niggas be throwing this gang shit around, I guess they use it to puff their chest out or something. You know, so I don't know. But what I'm saying is fucking facts. As I saw it happen. So, you know, you can watch this video over and over. I had to watch this like 3 times the other day. Maybe yesterday morning, the day before, I don't know. Just so I could gather my thoughts about it. Instead of commenting where he was bullshitting or twisting it in his favor, you know. When me and him got into it at that gas station, that ain't even the first time. He tried to tell this story on the fucking internet before, but he always paints it in a light that makes him, Kazi ran up. He ain't do nothing, no, but nigga, you ain't do nothing. You called me out. That motherfucker was sitting over at the gas pump like, anybody who want it in that fade, anybody in that van who want to catch that fade can get it. He was talking like fucking, like super nigga. And he just didn't expect Kazi to have heart, I guess. No gang affiliation needed. So, you niggas want to get weird and, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Because I stand on truth and I stand on principles and the code of conduct of how people are supposed to carry and conduct their motherfucking self as men. Now, you got niggas who lie to themselves and feel like they're doing that, so they'll say that and they'll say it in a nice, articulate, intellectual way so it sounds believable. It all goes back to character, my niggas. I don't know what else to tell you. Why were you not on the other tours? Because of ISO? I don't know why I wasn't on the tours. I didn't ask, you know? Like, he calls who he calls. I don't, you know? I don't know. I figured because I didn't put an album out. I don't know. But Bop didn't put an album out and he went all the times. But I don't know. I don't know what other niggas got going on. I have no idea. We all live in different states. I have no idea. I got no problem with motherfuckers except for the motherfucker that I'm talking about. Anybody else want to make it a fucking problem, that's on you. You don't have to earn my fade. If you want it, it's whatever. This shit's weird, man. I hate them. This is what the industry is. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. And it's fucked up because, you know, I look at the pictures of all of us and standing together and I get like that Sandlot feeling with the little monologue that comes in like, man, those are the good times. You know? And I happen to comment something. He's talking about Kazi talking all kinds of shit. Nigga, you was talking all kinds of subliminal shit. I think before I said anything, I'm almost positive. You always say weird ass shit. Calling niggas old and shit. You making posts about how niggas is old and shit. Who else you talking about? Who else you talking about? Let's be real. I think I got a problem with owning up to some shit, that's all. You know, he do all this fucked up shit, and he ends up in the mental hospital, and then he gets out. Like, anytime he's done some weird ass shit, or he had a falling out with somebody, he end up in the mental hospital, he get out, call niggas, tears in eyes, whatever. I don't know. I really ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I'm real fucking irritated with the shit. And I watch shit play out, like, you know. And I saw the little shit that niggas... Like, nigga, you denounced the brain like 3 different times. Let's be all the way the fuck real. So, again, I'll end this with, it all makes sense what you did. It all makes sense the picture you painted to the motherfuckers over there. It all makes sense because you denounced the brain. So you were trying to set up another opportunity. Where you fucked up is you just didn't say what it was. You didn't, I'm trying to just go do my own thing. You should have did that first. So, you know, I don't got a problem. I don't give a fuck. I soldiers, I don't care. Do your thing. If you don't want to like me because of this nigga want to put out videos and bring up my wife for the second motherfucking time. He said in his video, your wife know. What the fuck does my wife know? Nigga, we all got wives. Why don't they know? Why is it just my wife? Why the fuck is it just my wife? Like, this all goes back to character, my niggas. This nigga used my dead grandma against me. This all goes back to character, my niggas. So, you know, take it how you want to. Maybe I shouldn't have did this. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. This is brain sick over here. And I made that known to him on there. I said, well, I'm brain sick, so go get right with Twisted so it don't have to be weird. I'm not fucking with you until you get right with Twisted. So don't call my phone. And then he's running around telling motherfuckers like, oh yeah, me and Kazi squashed it. Nigga, you just told me your side. And I told you how I felt about it. And I told you where I thought shit was weird. And I told you, why are you talking about this with him? I understand. I understand. I understand. But check this out. And he might say his side or rebuttal, whatever. Man, that conversation was fucking cupcakes and Care Bears, nigga. And he say when I got off, like, I don't know why Kazi talking shit. Nigga, I was never cool with you after that. Actually, I take that back because it looked like y'all was cool because Twisted shared the Bracket Barrel. I said the Bracket Barrel's back on. Cool. I shared it on my page because I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. I don't give a fuck. I'm not hating on a nigga's success. I'm not hating. If that's where you got to go kill it. You just show me what your character and who you are long before any of this happened. I was deleted long before this happened. You didn't fuck with me long before this happened. With the song, Are You Still Down? Or whatever it is. And then when I asked you, like, you didn't even put my name in that shit? Like, you know, I'm like, well, what's up? You know, what's going on? Oh, you know, I just accidentally forgot. Man, he be giving like 5-year-old excuses and shit when you talk to him in person, man. Like, it's fucking corny. He try to make it sound good because he's like I say, he articulate and shit. But, you know, whatever. Make me out to be a hater, whatever. I just, you know, real motherfuckers with real situations and shit. This kind of shit always happens. Because the weird motherfucker always got the time, patience, and energy to make sure that he paints himself as a real motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it always happens like this. It always happens like this. This is classic music industry or whatever industry, classic ego bumping fucking 101. So, you know, I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever. I think I'm done talking about it now. You know, fuck it. I don't care. Move on, nigga. Go do your thing. If you got a problem with me, hit me up when you out here. Other than that, you won't hear another fucking, you know, I ain't sweating you for nothing. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing from anybody, you know? Because we all men and we out here doing the shit what we're supposed to do. He keeps talking about financing his album and shit. Like, what do you do? Is Twisted supposed to pay for that? I mean, you're going to go for a label. That's cool, but you're taking out a loan, my nigga. So it's, you know, I'd prefer to just pay for the shit up front myself. That's cool. You know, I get it. It's all set up. The nigga's got the blueprint. The ship's rolling. I get it. I can see how a nigga would be enticed by that shit. I get it. It all boils down to character, though. It all boils down to character. If I pulled up with you in a 79 fucking Cadillac, I don't give a fuck what another nigga's driving. Brain sick.